So the trailer for Monster Hunter Rise's title update number 3 has come and gone, and in this video I want to go over what we saw and my thoughts on it, starting with the monsters revealed. So we got 3 new monsters revealed in this trailer. I say new in quotations because these are just forms of existing monsters that we already had in the game. However, they look great. Starting with Chaotic Gore Magala, I've always been a fan of Chaotic Gore more than normal Gore Magala. In Generations Ultimate, I found that Gore Magala was kind of a boring fight, but Chaotic Gore kind of brought it to the next level for me, and its design just looks absolutely fantastic. It definitely deserved the Gen 5 treatment. Now, I'm really excited for Risen Teostra and Kushala Daora. I had a lot of fun with Risen Chameleos, and I'm excited to fight these two. Taking the Elder Dragons and beefing them up is just such a great idea for this game. And unlike Apex monsters and Base Rise, Risen monsters have their own armor. And look, I just gotta be honest, that Risen Kushala armor looks fantastic. Teostra too, but something about that Kushala armor is like really calling to me. To actually fight the Risen monsters, you're going to have to be Master Rank 120 for Kushala and 140 for Teostra. Moving on, it looks like they're expanding the Anomaly quests and investigations. We're getting new monsters seen in Anomaly quests and investigations. Now, ever since the Anomaly quests and investigations were introduced, one of my most anticipated monsters to fight in the Anomaly quests has been Scorn Magmalo, so I'm super excited to fight that monster. It also looks like the Anomaly investigations cap was raised to level 200, which is fantastic, and also you can adjust the level down at any point. This is great if you want to fight specific leveled monsters, and the cap at level 200 is exciting for me, especially with that Scorn Magmalo. I cannot wait to fight level 200 Scorn Magmalo. Moving on, the curio crafting was expanded a bit. For the weapons, we got added anomaly slots. Now, when it comes to augmenting the armor, this is probably one of my favorite additions. Now you're able to focus in what you want to augment on your armor. You can choose between focusing on defense or actual skills. This is fantastic. Now, I understand why RNG is important for the health and longevity of an endgame. However, with that said, I find that the curio crafting for the armor can be super frustrating sometimes. Being able to focus in what you want to RNG roll on your armor makes me feel like I'm less wasting my items and more so actually achieving something. Alright, moving on to the update we got for the follower quests. This is really interesting. So, you're able to bring followers on normal Master Rank quests now. This reminds me a lot of the Rasta bar in Monster Hunter Frontier. So if you don't know, the Rasta bar in Monster Hunter Frontier is a bar where you can hire AI hunters to go on quests with you. Now, there's a lot more to the Rasta bar mechanic that we don't have when it comes to the follower quests, and maybe that's for another video some other time, but for the most part, I like this a lot. Being able to take AI hunters on any Master Rank quest is going to be great, especially for solo hunters who like to just have that extra boost and help, you know what I mean? Overall, I don't see why they shouldn't expand this mechanic. Just a side note I want to add, there are 2 NPCs called the Hell Hunters in Elgato. These 2 hunters have a good bit of lore tied to them. They're actually from Monster Hunter 1. I want so desperately to see these guys be unlockable as followers. And also, it would be neat to have more followers that aren't just from Elgato and from Komura. Maybe characters from other Monster Hunter games, like the Chief's son from Monster Hunter Tri, or even the Huntsman from Monster Hunter World would be really cool. That's just a side note that I thought about while I was editing. Back to the video. Moving on, it looks like they're continuing the event quest every week, which is great. New armors, weapons, stickers, all that stuff as rewards for event quests is fantastic. Event quests have always been a staple in Monster Hunter, and I love to see them continuing it. And now moving on to the paid DLC. We get another pack of layered weapons, and look, I have a whole video on paid layered weapons, so I'm just gonna kind of sum it up here. I don't think they're great. I don't think it's a good idea to pay for layered weapons. However, I don't think it's the end of the world, blah blah blah. You know, that's it. That's all you're gonna get from me today. But I do want to say that I think it's a little disappointing because I like the design of these layered weapons. The like cutesy plush monster design I think is really fun, and it has that like core Monster Hunter goofiness that I think is really fun when it comes to the Monster Hunter franchise. However, I wish these were locked behind event quests and not a paywall, but I don't know. Let's move on. Quickly, I want to go over this new character named Kagame. Now, why does the Royals have a secret service? And who is this guy? Why should he be important? I never get this when in these trailers they reveal like new characters. that we've never heard of or like talked to yet in the game. Why should I care about him? I know you're trying to like, look how cool, he's Master Izuchi's friend, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, who? I don't care about this shit, man. I don't know. I just wanted to point out how weird that is to me, like how they put so much like time and energy on this like Kogami guy or whatever, and I'm like, who? And lastly, we got an update on the roadmap for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and it looks like we're getting a free title update number 4 in winter of 2023 and free title update number 5 in spring of 2023. They did say an Elder Dragon and a powered up monster. I don't know if that means just 2 monsters or if they're gonna have more than that. If I would speculate here, I'd imagine that next year we are gonna get like new monsters. If we do, like if we get any new monsters that aren't in the game yet and not just forms of different monsters that already exist in the game, I'd have to say 2023 is probably the best time to do that. However, I don't know. Who knows? I don't want to speculate too much on this. I just wanted to point out that we did get an update to the roadmap, and that's pretty much the title update. Now, let me know what you thought about the title update in the comments below. Personally, it's a lot of the same. You know what I mean? It feels very same, but honestly, Rise feels like a complete game to me now. Like, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak feels complete. Maybe in title update number 2, it didn't feel as complete because we got the Risen Chameleos and not Kushala and Teostra, but now since they revealed Kushala and Teostra, the game kind of feels pretty complete to me. Personally, the only thing it's missing is a black dragon, like a Fatalis or something like that. Other than that, I'm really liking what Rise has to offer, and honestly, next year just feels like a bonus if anything else. I feel like this really wrapped up the game really well. I don't know. But that's just my opinion. Please let me know your opinion in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. I do have more videos coming in the future. I'm also experimenting with Pokemon videos and shorts, so look forward to that. Speaking of Pokemon, next week you're not really going to see much of me because I'm going to be playing the shit out of Scarlet and Violet, let me tell you. That's all you get from me today. All right, you guys have a good one. Stay safe, have fun playing all these awesome video games. Until next time, bye.